It's Friday, August 31st. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daly. You know, I was thinking the other day of all the things in my life that I would love to correct. You know, that feeling that you have when you think, if I could correct anything, if I could go back and just redo this, what would I do? What would I change? And I think the number one thing on my list would be friendships. Now, I wouldn't change the friendships. I would put more stock in them. You know, honestly, it's something that I've learned a little older in life, a little later. And I wish I would have understood that earlier. Let me explain. You know, when I first started in the ministry, I was very much about building an empire. Seriously. You know, I worked very hard at helping to pioneer Christian rock and then Christian metal. I've worked in establishing ministries and a lot of different things. Before Sanctuary, it was other things. And I've worked really hard at establishing things and a lot of times viewing people as resources to get things done. And I kept myself busy, way too busy. Many times working 15, 20-hour days. No days off, no vacations. Part of my health difficulties these days are because of those days. But I realize one big thing. After all of this is said and done, after I've done all of these things, after I've established so much, I have some regrets. And the biggest one is that, friendships. There are people in my life that I really wish I would have spent more time with. I miss them today. There are some people in my life that have been with me for a long time and they've kind of weathered that storm, and I appreciate that very much. There are people who have loved me, though I think sometimes I wasn't all that lovable. My family suffered. I didn't see them nearly as often as I would have liked to have seen them. And I always thought it's for the cause of the ministry, and they're all Christians and they understand. Still wasn't right. So my advice today, after these things that I've learned, is hold your family close. Hold your friends close. You know, it's such a wonderful thing to have people around you, have people in your life that you dearly love and cherish. And I have people in my life that have been friends for 30 and some 40 years. It's amazing, isn't it? A long time. And I value them a lot. I have others that I'm really sorry that I didn't keep up with because they were good friends. And so keep those things. And here's what you do. You look around and you say, what kind of friends do I have? Do I have good friends that support me, that encourage me, that'll tell me things even if I don't want to hear it? Those are the ones you want to keep really close. Now, there are also those people around you that may spend time with you, but they aren't really friends. And at the first opportunity, they'll stab you in the back. I've had those kind too. And I wish I would have probably put a little more distance between them at times, because some of those people have hurt me the most. But I think, folks, that it's important that you understand that even difficult friends, if they love you and you love them, it's worth getting through it. Some of you may be on the verge of making those decisions now. You know, who to pull close, who to let go. Now, also family is an important thing, and I want to talk about that for just a minute. None of us choose our family. And I can honestly say, and I'm so glad I can, that if I were to choose my family, I would choose the one that I have. I dearly love them, and I'm so happy that God gave me my family. I realize that not all of you are in that spot. There's some of you that would have chosen anybody but your family. You've been mistreated, you've been harmed, all of those things. And some of you are in situations that are very toxic, and you need to put distance between you, and I understand that. But you know, I think that it's such an important thing to always work towards reconciliation whenever it's possible. And I've noticed one thing about age, at least my own age, that the older I get, the more those things become more important. And if you have family members that are getting up in age and maybe you haven't had the kind of communication that you should have in the past, you might try again. You might really see if this might be the time that you can establish some meaningful communication. You see, it's never too late. So I understand that I've rambled just a little bit today. But in retrospect, this is something I would have changed. And I hope that you'll think about it before you get too many years on you, if you're younger, to really begin to put your friends in an important spot in your life and keep them for a very long time. If you're getting older, look around for those people that you maybe need to reestablish some good with, especially family. And I hope you'll take this message to heart. God bless you. Have a great day.